Greetings and welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Dgray and today we continue our let's play of this very awesome game. So in the last episode we just got a lot of this up and running and got a few of the last things flowing. And that means in today's episode, hopefully, at least that is what I have planned, we will start to build a Dyson Sphere. As you guys can see, our Dyson Swarm is completely gone at the moment. That's because our old bus kinda stopped working. Might be lacking some of our earlier resources there. So that has pretty much been decommissioned for now. Not sure if we'll start it up at some point again. But as I said, in today's episode, I very much want to try and set up the first parts of our Dyson Sphere. I have never looked at it before, but we have the swarm up top. Then we have our Dyson shell down below. I'm guessing that's part of the Dyson Sphere. And it looks like this. Then to plan this out, there is a few ways. I think these are just grid lines to help you out if you want to have some kind of design to go for. And I do think this one looks the coolest. But from what I understand, right now we can only build on the green line. On this one we'll have to mark out where we want our nodes to be. Look, they can only be on the green line. And if we just place these, I don't know if that is good enough or if we need some here in between. And maybe these, the frame might be good having in between, something like this maybe? Not quite sure what the frame does, or if that is just something that goes across these lines instead. Ooh, that might be the case. Can I remove these again? Let's try and just place it right here at the corner points and see if that is a good way to do it. Because then I want to follow this. I think that'll be a cool design. So let's just try and place it along this line. And see how many we can fit in and what happens when we start to fire our rockets towards the Dyson shell. So that's an entire circle here. 4, 8, 9, 10 points. Yeah. To start filling those, we will need to make ourselves the vertical launch silo. Launch a small carrier rocket loaded with a Dyson Sphere component onto the Dyson Sphere orbit to form nodes and frames. So I think what we built here was the nodes, as it is right now. That's nodes, and then this is the frames that we'll have to place in later when we can actually fit it in on this line, because this just looks a bit boring. So let's try and see if we can't just build one of these first. To build one, we'll need some frames. We should have some in storage somewhere. They're being made right there. Just give me some of you. We'll need some crystals. We have them here. Let's just grab what we need. 20. I had one already. And then we probably just needed some frames, right? Oh, and then some quantum chips. So luckily our bus, yeah, pretty much our bus has made that for us. So let's just grab a few of you. And then things will slowly start to fill up again. So time to make this one. That's gonna be good. Launch speed 5 minutes. 18 megawatts to when working. When idle consumption 60 kilowatts. It's not too bad. It's about a solar panel in idle, but in working consumption it is quite a lot. But yeah, we'll figure it out. So depending on how big it is, we could just add it onto this one. We of course also want to automate a small carrier rocket. Nodes in total 10. How much power it's going to generate. Then we'll see what the frames are afterwards. If something new. We can do a new layer. That just... Oh, we can make more. Orbital. Okay, that's just too close to other layers. Wonder how many layers we can make. we'll start with 1 for now, just to see how this works. So, where is it at? There we are. Ooh, that's a big boy. So maybe we should leave this clear and move it somewhere else to launch the rockets. Let's just try and place it down and see what it actually does. Should we launch it from down here near our science? Or what would be a good place to do it? Maybe in between our science right here. What if we set it up right here? I think that'll be quite cool. Let's just get... Ooh. Let's get this covered up with some foundation. And I think I only want 1 at the moment, just because of how expensive it is. Oh, that Dyson Sphere Program, 1 of you. So 3 inputs. So what if we just place you along grid line about here? How will that look? Let's try. There's some oil next to it. That's fine. Let's just do it there. So let's see.
You have built a vertical launching silo.
Ooh.
Now you can use it to construct the
main structure of the Dyson Sphere.
But before that, you need to enter the Dyson Sphere panel to
nodes and frames.
Dyson Sphere nodes and frames. After the plan is completed, the vertical launching silo will automatically launch small carrier rockets loaded with Dyson Sphere components to build the nodes and frames. Each rocket provides 1 structure point, and you can use the vertical launching silo panel to master the required structure points.
Structure points. Oh, total structure points. 300. Does that mean we need 300 launches to fill it? And what happens if we go in here and add... What if we have frames to it? You can't just reach it. We need to have a node in between. What does that do? That gives us 1 more node. I think a node is 30. So 1 node is 30, but that gave us 200. Okay. Let's build frames all the way around. It's the only place we can build at the moment, and I think that is what I want to do. Wait, let's do this first. You can go away, you can go away, and you can go away. Okay, we'll just have a node for now. Don't know what run... Oh, that means it spins. That seems kind of cool. So let's start with these 10 nodes. It requires 300 structure points just to get something flowing. Let's get ourselves a little tower somewhere about here. We could just place it there. We have a tower from here. We'll request small carrier robots, or rockets even. 100 at a time might be enough, and a few drones to carry it back and forth. And you have to do a 10% load is fine, just to have some flowing. Okay, then we just hook you up. Or do you need to get... Oh wait, can we put you in from the front? Was it only from... Oh, it's only from the... No wait, this is from the front. Colliding with an object. You can go away for a second. Let's figure this out. Wait, it's just a normal one. We just need these, right? Ah, yes. Okay. That seems correct. Let's just take you out right here. That seems weird. Well. Let's do something like that. Can we then take you in? That is fast enough, so that should be fine. And get our little transportation down here. Of course, this has to go the opposite way. And you'll go from right here to there, to there, to there. Good, so that should, in theory, as soon as we get him, start to throw it in. For now, I might not output it yet, because I do want to put the first few in manually, just to see how this works. Oh god, guys, we've been working so long, or for such a long time to get this up and running, and now it's finally happening. Let's see, power poles. Right, that will power both of them. Ooh, nice blue glow. Also power holding. Ooh, still just above what we need. This will probably strain it a bit. The frame of the entire Dyson Sphere is maintained by nodes. Keep launching small carrier rockets to nodes which facilitate the corresponding frame construction. Okay, so from the node, the frame will go out when the node is constructed. From what it seems. Okay, that seems good. So let's just go back to our little area here. And set up the rockets. So let's do it here. And then we'll see how many our system can actually support. That's always exciting. Can we just destroy that one? Yeah, seems fine. So, what do you need, little rocket? As simple as 3 inputs, 1 output. So we'll need to have 1 on the opposite side. Let's see here. 1. I would like for you to make rockets. How fast are you making rockets? Every 6 seconds. I'm guessing making 4 is overkill, but then we are a bit future-proof for a little while. We'll do 1, 2, 3. And we'll output from the back this way over into one of the things we need. So there, and there. And in with 1 tower. Oh guys, it's gonna be so good. So there we go. You will supply this one to the network. Let's store 100 at a time for now. Don't want to go completely overkill. Though I think 100 is actually quite a lot. Don't know if you have enough to supply it. But then we'll just have to expand the base a small amount to support this. Let's see, 2, 2, 2. So the inputs doesn't really matter that much. Might have to upgrade some of these if they're not fast enough. Because you need 2 every 6 seconds, so it needs, yeah, 1/3, or this takes 1 every half second. So it is fast enough to keep up. Good, and then just to take it in. We want, firstly, the Dyson Sphere components. Only 100 in storage for now. Want some fuel, which is actually something we are spending quite a bit right now to power the base. So we'll have to look at that, or at least increase the production. And then the quantum chips, which is just, yeah, being made right now. I'm not sure if we are far or how far away we are from maintaining that production. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. Okay, here goes our small rocket components. Oh, it's so good. We need to connect you up over here as well. Into here. And you'll slowly fill up and be supplied to the thing up top. So let's follow these 4 for now. Watch them go in. Watch robots pick them up. Oh, I forgot change the demand up here. Let's see, here it is. Let's see here. I'd like for you to demand. Now we have some in transit. That means we'll have the first ones being put in very soon. Or at least we can take them from here. So, wonder how long that will take to build Dyson Sphere. Right now we're just testing with the 300 components, our structure points, and how much one rocket gives. Let's see, you are in... There it is. There's our small rockets. Oh, I thought they were there. Or something else. I'll be here in just a second. I hope. Or is it going the other way around the world? Ah, there we are. Come to Papa. So we'll take these out first, just for now. Oh, 23. Damn, that was quick. Let's try and put in 1 for now and see what it... Oh, let's put in 5. Oh, wait. 1 to see how it goes. So 1 rocket in. Okay, we'll try and follow it on the map and see where it goes. Ooh, nice. Okay, so it's left the planet. It's going right here. Going towards our sun. So what's it gonna do when it gets here? Let's see. Parks itself right here. Oh, right here. And does a few spins. And then makes a structure. That's cool. Okay. How many points did that give? That gave 1. Okay, so we need to launch 300 to finish what we have already. Let's just get this process automated, and then we'll try and follow these out and look at what it does. So that's 24. It's fine, and I would like to output you on this line. Please output these. Also power holding, somewhat decent. Goes in. Okay, let's try and go into space. I want to see what this looks like when it flies. Come on. Okay, we're in space. Where is it at? Or launch? It's not that one, is it? It might be the logistics vessel. Let's try and go to the sun and see if we can see what this looks like. If we can find... Oh, might be that one as well. I think it might be this one instead. Look at the map. We are here. Our components are right there at the moment. Okay, let's go and check. We need to go here anyway, very soon. Well, we'll explain that in a minute. Now, oh, there it is. That's part of the structure. Let's go and look at that. Let's see what you are. Ooh, there's more of them now. I thought since we needed 300, it might take a while before it built anything. Okay, here we go. Going up close to it. Look at that. Our first part of a Dyson Sphere. Look, they're just in a nice ring. There's one more going in. For landing, gonna craft even more of these around the sun. Oh, into that one. Okay. So, that is pretty cool. There goes a rocket in the background. When is this one? Oh, okay. Every one that goes in makes it a bit bigger. So maybe when all of them has gone in, it'll be maximum size. Let's just watch this one go in. Oh yeah, okay, it does grow in size in a rather fun way. So looking forward to seeing what this looks like. It takes 30 rockets to finish one of them. So when we've launched that, we will see what it looks like. But now, let's see, where did our planet go? A lava one? Let's see, where did you go? I want to go to... Oh, it's right there. Because if you look at our production tab for the entire system and look at silicon, we are not producing enough anymore. Look, the production goes up and down because we're just not keeping up. So let's go and have a look if we can expand that out. In theory, we should cover this one in as much mining and such as we can. Didn't bring any solar, which probably should, to get some more power here. But let's try and set up what we need to get this running. Then we can also check the Dyson Sphere interface afterwards. Let's see here, Dyson Sphere. We can see the ones that's been built now. We can see the other ones that's going in for landing. It might actually be easier to see it like this. Oh, there goes 5, 130. Is that changed to 6, 0? Okay, so it has 6 built, 0 in transit out of the 30 it needs, and it generates half a megawatt of power. So it's generating 1.8 megawatts from the Dyson shell. So that's quite good. So now they'll slowly build, give us more and more. So the next thing I wanted to look at was pretty much our titanium. These are not keeping up anymore. We probably should... Oh, no, so titanium, high purity, silicon. So what other veins do we have nearby? Oh, we only have one. We will need to go to another planet then. Fix that. Might want to set up some what's called iron ore going into this one. Just because we are starting to lack that at the main base as well. And since we have a smelting there, I just want to transport the ore. In theory we could do the smelting here, but yeah, I'll wait with that and just keep one smelting area. Maybe making a smelting planet at some point. But let's just get some of you hooked up, please. Do 1. Do 3. Let's do 6 over here. 4. Because just 5 is enough to cover them all. 5. So these will just get back to interstellar over here. So you'll pretty much supply a remote supply of this one, and you just fill it, and then we can take it back to base if needed. Let's take the belts. Just handcraft a bit. Sorry about that, guys. I know how much you hate it. Let's go up to here for now. It goes there. Let's see. Let's go there for now. Could also take him and connect him up right here, but let's just see how much we actually have in terms of production and in terms of power. Still good enough, so that's seems good. That power all of them. Let's see. Okay, so now that's going. We have 200, 400, 600. A bit more than 1,000, so one of these can't keep up whatsoever. Take about half, so maybe 2 belts in will be good. What if we just get these 2 on the same one? Then we'll hook up the rest going forward. And take all this into our little bus over here. Please do that. And you can do something like this. Yeah, we need to go grab some more from our home planet. Do we have just enough? Just want to, we'll just handcraft 10 of these, then we should have enough. And that will give us more iron ore. And we'll take that back with us. I'm wondering, will planetary logistics stations take from the interstellar one first, or take from the planetary ones first? I hope they'll take from the planetary one so we can empty out the planet and then import things in after. Maybe we can fix that. Orbital collector. Take this if you want versus collect cargo from orbital collectors. Huh. And this is how far we transport it. So that's good to know. That's still charging. Let's get the rest of you in. Good, so that at least gives us more iron in. It didn't solve a problem we actually went here to do, and that was the high purity silicon. So let's go back, or maybe let's explore the planets. We have this one. Is that good in terms of silicon? That is pretty darn good in terms of silicon. Not very good in that. Construction area 100% flat. Does that mean there's no What about this one? Construction area. Or is that how covered it is and how much water it is? Let's check this one. Super construction area 0. This one should be... Yeah, that's a lot more water on this one. We have another one where we have mountains. Let's see. No, that seems like that is the only planets we have in this solar system. So we'll have to go here. How much power do we have? Let's go back to our main world. Collect some power, maybe grab some solar panels and set it up on the other planet. Solar is way better here though. So yeah, we'll have to see how we manage all of this. We need to get more solar up and running. That means we need more high purity silicon. Okay, let's go back. And then we'll go to another world. Let's go here first because it's right next to us, so it should be fine. Let's go back and get something. So while we're flying, we can look at our Dyson Sphere being built. That thing's around. We have now 3 megawatts of power being built. We have about 4 nodes being crafted on so far. And now it's just a case of looking at what our production is lacking. Because we are way good on that one. Production a lot, consumption not that much. Or is that because we're missing it? Iron. Ooh. Yeah, I think we might be missing a lot of iron ore. Hopefully we'll get that transported between our worlds in just a minute. Since we set up some on this planet. Also, if you look at this one, we have consumed quite a lot and the rest of it is pretty much buried below things. So let's see here. Let's crash land. Right in the middle of our old main bus that's not really working that well anymore. So if you look at our iron production, that's completely fine. We have iron for days, so no need to worry about that. It is pretty much a high purity silicon. Everything else is moving along very, very nicely. Yeah. So let's go to the other planets. How was I think it was bad both solar and wind, wasn't it? Solar is a bit better than wind, so maybe we just take a ton of solar panels. We do have a ton, and as soon as we get that set up, we will start to produce more high purity silicon anyway. We should also probably make an area here that crafts high purity silicon instead of doing it on the planet. We'll probably set that up. So let's just grab a few solar panels. That will of course tax our things a lot more. Get some accumulators as well, just to store a bit of power. Let's just get 20. How about miners? You are looking decent enough. We could also just set up the smelting there for now. So we don't tax our system back here at the home planet, because I think that's going to get taxed enough as is. Well, we'll set up smelting there as well. Have to remember to get one of you with us, so that means some beams just so we can craft a few. You can craft 2 then. Craft 1. Then we need the particle ones that we're probably lacking quite bad, since they've been being used for quite a lot of things. We have some going in here. Let's get a few. That seems good. Power cells as well, so we can fly. There we are. That is not a lot. Let's just go and grab some from our power supply over here. They should probably still have some left. Hopefully they haven't used them all to generate power. Let's try that. Oh, did not mean to take... Oh, well. I might want to remove some of these as long as we have enough power, since this is needed for a lot of other things instead. So let's try just that. Yeah, I want to use something else instead. And now the Dyson Sphere is starting to produce a bit. Of course, not a lot. There we are. So we have the solar panels. We have a lot of accumulators, it seems. We have something to hook it up. What we do need to make though is some of these. Did I craft one of you? Oh, seems so. Because to get those, we do need to have some back here that transports in the items we need. Let's just go to our little tower. That's way, that's right. It's all the way over here. Yes, drones will request from around the world. That's perfect. And this one is slowly filling up. That will fill up another planet because it takes 2 to 1, so it's easy to transport in smelted form or in processed form. That's always good to look at when moving items. So we have one of you, we have 4 of you. Could in theory just keep him here, but... And it should be able to grab what it needs from somewhere else. So let's go to the ice planet. 20 of you is fine. We have one to store it in. We have some power with us, form of solar and such. So let's just check that. So where to go? Hopefully it hasn't gone too far away. It's over there. Do we have any foundations? That is not needed because it was a frozen world, I think, with 100% coverage for building. What I could hope that is there, and that is what's it called? Mountains. If you can get a mountain to get some landfill, that would be or dirt, grass, whatever it's called. That would be an optimal situation. So first time visiting this new ice world as well. That is gonna be good. Let's go. Then we'll see where we'll set up the solar panels. There's some places better than another one. It will of course be good we have some accumulators with us. Ooh. That is not a lot of landfill we can get here. That is completely flat. Isn't that correct? Oh, we can have a small amount here. Let's see, that gives us 1,000 landfill. If you didn't know, you can just place down these on top of something that sticks out a bit, and it'll collect or level out the ground and give us some back. And then we can just pick it up afterwards. It's a good way to get a bit of dirt and such. So where do we place it? Is it always on the sunny side, this side? Planetary axial inclination. Rotates very slowly, but it does rotate. That means it does get into darkness at some point. Not quite sure where the best place is to place them. Let's see, are you moving over here? Just checking the line. Doesn't look like it's moving very much. Alright, as you can see the light fading. Well, we'll just place them somewhere and then that'll be good. Let's find the equator. Is that a good place to put solar panels if it's anything like the Earth? It's not a bad place to do it. Let's see, where is the equator? Do we just... oh, it's right here. So what if we just built on the equator, doing a nice circle of solar panels? Because I don't want to build anything here, do I? Well, we can always build them next to them. So let's just get some power generated. And do comments if you know a good rule of thumb for building. I know if there's one that doesn't rotate, it's always sun on one side. That will of course be the best. But what if we just do this? Generate the intensity it has. 5 something megawatts for now. And we have our silicon right there. Pretty much in range of each other. At least 3 of them. So what if we build a smelting area somewhere over here? Let's see. I probably want 1 column for each. And with the way it rotates, that way, and that way, then get it here in the middle. Might not be too bad. So let's try this. One, 2.
One of your production facilities is not powered. You need to keep it within the power coverage area.
Wow, it's like the tutorial restarts on a new planet. Hope not. So here and there. That's all the silicon covered. That means we can probably just do it down this way. Or let's a column. We'll output to the middle and get them on the opposite side. Let's see. No, not that. I want it something like that probably. With the output going this way. And we actually don't need that many to get it to work. So let's see. This one is 1 every 2 seconds. So if we build 12, we can fill 1 belt with this one. Yeah, and then we can have 1 blue on each side, 1 yellow on each side. So I think that is actually not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At 6 there. Then we'll have some going on the outside. You'll go here and there. And the useful thing about having a centralized smelting area instead of doing this is that you don't have to set up new smeltery columns everywhere when doing this. So yeah, might in the future, if this gets completely emptied, just use this as the hub for smelting and just transporting it back and forth. Could be a way, but we'll see what we decide on. So now we can do 2, 2. Might not be too bad. You'll go to right there. The one over here. Goes to about there. Out. You're fine. And you're fine. And then we just need to hook it up to our solar panels. Let's see, can we just get a nice easy way to do this? Let's get you over this way. Right, that it should supply power to this one. Of course it is in the middle of the night now. That is of course typical. So we'll have to wait until we get sun again. Not quite sure how it rotates, but I know that could probably help in terms of power generation. Yeah, that is not a lot of power. So while the sun is down, let's set up some accumulators as well. Could in theory just set it up maybe over here for now, in the middle of this one. That's where we set up, doesn't really matter in terms of those. They're just extremely nice to have. Should we just make a little area for it? See, there's nothing up here that's... I feel like it would be better placing the solar panels up here, like we did before. Well, let's do that. I know some of you say it's not the best, but I do think it will be better than having it down here. So, please come with me. Could in theory have left them. I'd like to clean up a bit. So going to the North Pole. Look how much light there's here. And let's just set up as many as we can. It's worked well for us so far, so why wouldn't it here? Let's get this look a bit nice. Got one more. Let's see if we can start to hook it up a bit better. Still looks a bit bad. Let's try this and see how far it can actually go before it starts to become an issue. Get it to hit. Let's do it until there on all sides. And then we can monitor the situation with the power generation. That looks mighty fine. Let's see how bad some of these are. This one is running at 59, 56, and these are running at the maximum. So I do still think North and South Pole are the best place to do it. So let's start to build out our design. Oh, that's annoying. Go left all the time. I don't think it'll be too bad. Do the same over here. Be consistent with it. Go left. And that is... I'll keep building at the poles. It does seem like that is one of the best things we can do. Look at this nice little star thing we've made. And now to fill in some of the gaps. Probably bad the way we've done this. Oh well. It's all a proof of concept anyway, so doing it like that will waste a lot of space, to be honest, instead of just hammering them in as we did on the other one. That'll start to look a bit crooked, but let's get your way. What if we just have this as our current setup, and then we'll do a ring of accumulators around it. I'll go right for that one, that's not what I want. Also start it right here. Unless they can actually generate enough 18.4 megawatts of constant power pretty much. Because as many goes on north as the other ones. So let's try this. That seems fine. Let's do the same over here. Let's just keep this for now. I think that's enough power stored just to get things moving. And since what is the lowest gonna be? The lowest generation we will have is probably this one now, 47. Yeah. So let's connect this up to our current little base. It's over here. Look at that. That looks... I want to fill in one more. I think that will look the best. We made some kind of hat thing. Some kind of way of doing it. Yeah, it looks decent enough. And that should also store a ton of power for us in case it will be needed. So let's see here. You can go from... Let's just follow this one down. Let's not do that crooked, please. There we are. That should activate our entire setup down here. It is using... Oh yeah, this is not activated. I was like, why is it not using any more than that? Let's get you hooked up. In theory, we could hook up a lot more to this area. Oh, don't go all the way across. That's not what I want. Now give us one orange belt. If we double this, we'll be able to do one green belt. But let's try this for now. There we go, that's high purity silicon out. And it should be consuming everything we can throw in. Yeah, that should be right. So we can just build a few next to each other, here and here, and then we'll just set up... Let's set it up over here. Our planetary logistics station. There we go. You can just stay... Let's say right here. Then we'll just build in the things we need. Fuel supply, high purity silicon. Multiply that one. You'll get some carriers in case that's needed. Minimum load 100% before you start to fly. To a distance of 12U as max. We're not in different solar systems yet, so this doesn't really matter. It'll fly to maximum range as well. So that's also quite good. So let's see, you can go to there, and there we are. So power please. That is powered. Slowly but surely filling up. Charge as slowly as humanly possible, because you will drain our stored energy. Again, a good reason why we have the accumulators to fix some of the peak demands we will run into. So this one is going now. Let's just set up one more in this episode. To be honest, I'll set one up in between episodes. There's no need for you guys to watch me do this one more time. I'll rather show you more cool things. So I think this is a decent place to end the episode. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you like and subscribe. Because of our huge progress, we even start to build the Dyson Sphere. Producing more energy. We of course need to get a ton more resources flown in now. And power generated. So that's something we'll look at in the coming episodes, how to increase the speed of production. But as I was saying, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you'll join me next time as well. And thank you for everyone that's been joining me on Discord. It's amazing and we're having a lot of fun talking there. And with that, I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.